Fellas, what's up with y'all? Friday is wrestling time. Friday night, Yerrr made Spider Cam. Why is the nameplate's not showing? There we go.
There we go.
Here we go.
I was just let it rock, but my display looks fucking horrendous. But made Spider Cam, aka which Ramen Figure 4 leg lock. Follow the Blur Cartel on YouTube. Follow Friday Night Yerrr on YouTube. Got Jamel, aka Eastside Reviews, African Comedy 765. The patriarchy of debauchery, and we need a cool nickname for Jamel also. So we'll figure it out. Trying to be a heel or face in between her, something like that.
We'll get him there. He's low key a baby. He's low key the baby face of this show.
He is the baby face of the show.
By comparison.
By comparison, which is fair.
Don't worry, I'll take all the stabbing. No diddy.
Backlash was a thing. Lyon France. So,
shout out to the French, yo.
Shout out to the French, amazing crowd. They made every match seem important.
Francais.
Them niggas sang every song, yo.
Yeah.
They sang.
I think pretty much
was killing it.
Them niggas sung voices.
They probably single-handedly had Randy Orton when it extended his thing past 50 from them singing his theme music. Probably first time ever in his career.
I was about to say, I don't know if that's ever happened before, yo.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think so either.
You think they sing Judas like that?
No.
Well, nobody's singing Judas like that for a while.
Nobody's singing Judas anymore. That's another thing. But yeah, they had the tag match opener, him and Kevin Owens versus Solo and Solo and
Tama
Tonga. And I like the way it opened. I like the pacing of it. Tama took all the crazy ass bumps.
Welcome to WWE.
Wait, hold on. Before I forget about this, I don't know if you had already planned to talk about this, but do you guys feel the same way as WWE management? Do you feel like putting Jacob Fatu out there could sort of overshadow Solo Sikoa?
Well, you already overshadowed Solo Sikoa, so what are you worried about?
I understand the concern because
he's what the enforcer should look like from the get.
Jacob Fatu, in my opinion, of this like set of the Anawais, Roman and Uso, like Jacob Fatu, in my opinion, he's right in terms of like star quality, star potential. He's right behind Roman with what he could be.
Ooh.
And so it's just you and he's younger too. So it's just like you got to make sure that and you don't want to like bring him out there and like have Solo look shitty. And it's like, hey, you've built up Solo. You've been investing in him. You want to make him look good. So I understand. And here's the thing, still ain't no rush. Like we still got time before SummerSlam, before a big match needs to happen. So we still got time.
So my thing with the Jacob Fatu thing overshadowed. I'm sorry, I forgot to add the air quotes, overshadowing Solo. So the Solo Roman storyline was such a deep cut in prime bloodline storytelling that it was going unnoticed. There's multiple times where Roman was just like, all right, Solo's
niggas forgot that Solo was the tribal heir.
Or Solo looks at Roman a certain way, or Solo looks at the belt a certain way, or Roman's character work with his facial expressions, how he could lose to Solo in a one-on-one match if it meant that. But that wasn't really expounded upon the way there was multiple layers in the bloodline thing, and now you put Solo in the forefront of this with Paul Heyman and playing normal Paul Heyman cowardly stuff that he does. And Tama Tonga, who doesn't have a speaking role, which he's amazing on the mic. When he can curse.
Tama's not bad. He's not bad on the mic at all.
I think, him and Loa, they're gonna start speaking soon.
So yeah,
if not, they might start speaking tonight.
I think he could overshadow, but it doesn't mean anything. I mean, Tama Tonga can overshadow Solo Sikoa, but if you play a part where you're supposed to play, it doesn't matter.
The first time they put Tama Tonga or they put the Gorillas of Destiny in a tag match, either a single match for Tama or a Gorilla of Destiny tag match, you're gonna see the difference in in-ring work.
But that's fine. And I can go back to Money in the Bank and Solo and Roman versus the Usos. And I was just like, all right, Solo can work. We know Solo can work. We seen NXT. We seen Solo can work. We seen how they prematurely took the North American title off him. We understand that.
Yeah, and then let Dom carry that shit around.
Yeah.
The main roster.
I always thought that was bullshit.
Life ain't fair, and wrestling ain't fair either. So hey, what was up to Edge? He wouldn't have a spinner belt, but hey, things happen.
Yeah, but you saw the design that he wanted for the belt, nigga. We didn't want to see that shit.
We don't want. We don't. Yeah. We go to Jeff Hardy TNA, but yeah,
nigga got his face on the belt.
I like this tag match. It was really good. Tonga looked amazing. Everybody looked amazing in this match. Even
I hope the referee got a bonus, yo.
Yeah, that referee was clutch.
Referee is clutch. Camacho. Nah, I'm sorry.
Camacho. No, you had it right. You had it right.
Don't do that. There we go.
Tonga Loa finally showed up. So
Haku's actual son.
His blood son.
So we got God finally in the bloodline. So Gorillas of Destiny.
We're gonna get that God Uso match. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Multi-time IWGP Tag Team Champions.
Heavyweight and junior heavyweight tag champions. Both set.
And also we got Kevin Owens selling the spike like no other. So
bro. Yeah. Y'all see the meme of him drooling on the mat and then Cody kissing the same spot at the end of the night?
Yeah. Oh shit.
That shit cracks me up so hard. I can't even lie.
What y'all like to tag? What y'all get the tag match? I give it about a B plus. You know.
I was gonna say solid across the board. Easy B.
Yeah, B plus. That's fair.
Solid B plus. I think the next match was the women's triple threat: Tiffany Time, Bayley, Naomi.
Tiffany Time.
Tiffany got a nice interest. They went crazy for Naomi, and of course Bayley got her European crowd chant that she normally gets.
The French love black women.
I thought this match was solid, and ironically, I think Tiffany Stratton carried for the most part.
Yeah, Tiffany Time.
Yeah,
they kind of
putting her in there with two veterans helps.
They kind of left the hot spot for Tiffany Stratton to do, and then Naomi was doing more mat wrestling with Bayley. So, I mean, that was fine. Just depending.
If you'd have told me that I was gonna see a super technical catch wrestling match between fucking goddamn Naomi and Naomi and fucking Bayley, I wouldn't have known how I felt about it. But they did an amazing job, yo. Fucking, they didn't overdo it. Fucking. I mean, the way Naomi
all three were great.
Bounces on a kip up is stupid fire. Those are the kind of jiggle physics I can get behind.
We got Minister
Jimmy.
One.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, man?
We're doing the Backlash rundown.
Yeah, quick rundown Backlash. I thought the girls did very well. It was watchable. Yeah. You know, everybody did their stuff. Tiffany Stratton looked great. Naomi looked great. Bayley looked great.
I think Tiffany Stratton's got a old man.
Finish.
Yeah, the finish was great.
Yeah, because I think because like the way that I took it,
Lou, she's dating Lou with Kaiser.
I think Lou Kaiser can play.
I beat that nigga's ass for playing.
To me, I was like, because for the longest, I had Tiffany Stratton going to the Money in the Bank winning the briefcase, but now I'm like, I think it's going to be Tiffany and Bayley at Money in the Bank.
Yo.
And I wouldn't be mad if Naomi won the briefcase, to be completely honest with you.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Because legitimately on the roster, who else would like truly make sense if it's not Tiffany Stratton?
I would say the three that I would pick besides Tiffany.
Money in the Bank, hasn't she? Didn't Liv win money?
Chelsea Green. I would have Chelsea Green be one of those people.
I like that.
Chelsea Green, she could be one. Like, because Chelsea, she can be kind of that old school cowardly type of Money in the Bank cash in, which they haven't really done with the women. Like the women, they usually cash in within like a month. Like, nah, let one of these women hold it for a while, build a story out. She got her fucking goon and Piper Niven. Let them do some shit with the briefcase. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff that's gonna happen over these next couple months.
Is she added to Piper Niven like somewhat of a tag team to protect her, and she doesn't wrestle a singles match. She's just like she's always just got this and finding opportunities. So after a match, Piper Niven and a selected other person can just like decimate the woman that they wanted to beat up on.
You're saying Chelsea needs a faction?
A little one, a tiny one.
Build a little squad around her. Man, if only Sonya Deville was healthy and like, cause she'd be a good addition to that little crew.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The triple threat,
fine than a motherfucker though.
The triple threat, I give a B. I'll give it a B.
B.
Like it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be here for Tiffy time, yo. Till they put a belt on.
The next joint was Jey Uso versus Damian Priest, and Jey Uso was over like Rover.
I think that nigga was trying to make up for that WrestleMania match in this match. If I'm gonna be,
I don't think that whoever produced it, that is their fault. I mean, whatever the case.
There was that WrestleMania match. That's gonna fuck with them for a while.
Jimmy can't wrestle a singles match. It's just
that's so
noticeable.
Sad though. I don't like hearing that though because
it's true. It's not like they're called a tag team and you had Jay like kind of just like carrying you for like 10 years. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, well, we just noticed it 10 years later. You can't wrestle a singles match.
You can't wrestle is crazy. Okay, there we go.
A singles match. You can't carry a singles match. It's not for him. And we can't all be New Day. All three of them can wrestle singles matches. But Xavier Woods shines in tag. I was
gonna say Xavier Woods is a little iffy on the singles run.
As I was saying, Xavier Woods shines in tag matches, but he did have a good run in King of the Ring. So not to diminish anybody, but I thought this was a good World Heavyweight Championship match for what it was, an over baby face and a heel trying to prove himself to be over as a champion and not like a fluke champion. So I kind of get.
I like how subtle they were, subtle but not too subtle with the Judgment Day involvement.
Yeah,
it wasn't to the point where it was like they were this overwhelming factor in this match, but it was enough for you to know that it could have went different if they weren't involved.
And that's the theme of Jey Uso. It could have went different if said person didn't interfere.
If this thing didn't happen, if that thing didn't happen.
If Roman didn't
do be Intercontinental champion, if not for Jimmy.
Jay is the perpetual victim of circumstance.
So real quick before I ask y'all how y'all feel about the match, let's just say if Cody holds the belt past SummerSlam, right? And let's just say for shits and giggles, even for a transitional thing, if Jey Uso was the World Heavyweight Champion, who would be the most over babyface in the company?
Crowd wise, it might be Jay, but if we're talking merch, money, needle moving, ratings popping, it's probably gonna be Cody.
I still think it'd be Cody. Like I think
it'll be. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you sure? I think Jay, regardless of like if he wins a title or not, he's gonna be probably top 3, top 4 most over in the company regardless. So I think just him winning the title is gonna make it's gonna make obviously people just want to cheer for him more. But I don't necessarily think that it will make him more over than Cody.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like, it would take a lot. It would take quite a few for. Like Jay is easy. Like I said it earlier. He's the most over babyface on Raw, but Cody is he's at a different level when it comes to being over, and that's fine. Like it's perfectly fine. But yeah, like Jay still sells merch. Jay can get a number. Jay can get the crowd going, but he ain't at that level.
True.
I agree with that.
Fair enough. I mean, for the match itself, I know I'm giving a lot of B's here.
I was gonna say you gotta B it up.
I'm gonna B it up. Not on the curve either. Yeah. It was a solid match. We know Damian Priest can go. We know Jay can go. So I'm gonna need
Jay to tone down the super kicks though. I'm gonna need him to do something else.
Party for the most part.
It was more moves to his arsenal, man. Like,
that's the thing.
I need him to quit with the spear too, though, because his spear is
Samoan drops and then the splash. Like he don't have a whole arsenal of moves like that.
Yeah, the spear is.
But what I'm saying for Jay, right? He has flair. He has charisma. He can add more to his arsenal and be more. I'll say this: he could be more Rikishi-ish with his move set. and then just
that doesn't mean we want to see this nigga out here just spamming the that doesn't mean we want to see this nigga out here just spamming the real view, though.
Well,
he stole the Rock's punches and the one with the spit. Like he stole the rock bottom. Like I am surprised that none of the Samoans are just like, all right, I'm gonna just do the rock bottom as one of my finishes.
Uranagi is a almost universally Samoan move.
If you're a Samoan, you do the drop. So I mean, you got that
spinning solo. Ain't that a finisher for solo?
Yeah, the spinning Uranagi. No, the spike is becoming his finisher.
I was gonna say the spike but he does like the sit out Uranagi almost, like where he goes down, or that shit where you like half throw him with it, where you don't fucking bring him to the ground, you sort of let him go.
But Jay also has to wrestle babyface style, so I think it suits him well. I think you only in some cases you're only as good as your opponent. As your dancing partner. Some people ain't AJ Styles. You can wrestle a broom and just
or Kenny Omega,
or but some people can be like some people just don't mesh well. But I think if this was a rematch, I wouldn't be mad at a rematch.
It was a good match.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I love that Damian Priest is getting some shine though, because he's so good in the ring, especially. And he's so consistent. He's not injury prone, and he's also in his 40s, which is, I mean, I know he's a fresh 40, but still, to be that consistent, we see so many niggas in their early 40s that are out with injuries fucking at least once a year, that it's good to see some consistency from an older gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, it's solid. And this is the part where I gotta be like, oof, this was the oof of the man. So it was Bianca and
Jay. Sloppy.
It was a mess. Mainly, all right. So we just gotta.
Honestly, it wasn't a mess throughout. But then there got to be a point.
No,
there was a point
where Bianca was out the ring. Somebody missed their cue. And
all three of them, Jay, Kyrie, and the ref, malfunctioned.
Yes,
like they forgot what the fuck they were doing.
Somebody fucked up, and then it was just like all three of them was just on the island and didn't know what the fuck was going on. Didn't know what
they were all glitching.
I have a pet peeve though. I need the referees to stop hitting the mat as they go down for the count, because I think it's confusing some of the crowds, and you're hearing a lot, and I've noticed this more and more lately. You're hearing these early 1 counts.
You're hearing like a 4 count.
I was gonna say the refs are hitting the ground, but the way they're going down, it's like they're
that ain't new.
I know, but it's just, I just feel like it's a lot more pronounced.
It's something that's been going on.
Or lower the fucking boom mic, lower the ring mic.
True.
But I don't solely, like most of the internet wrestling community, I don't solely blame this on Jade. I mean,
no, it wasn't all her fault.
One, there could be a language barrier with her and Kyrie, or whatever the case. And Kyrie took some nasty bumps in this one, but that's nothing new. She always takes the nastiest bumps in tag matches. So it could be a language barrier thing. Something broke down, and it was very visible. The crowd was so pumped to see a show.
They didn't give a shit.
But Dave's the only non-veteran in the ring, so I feel like it's always
Asuka's the veteran. She didn't know what the fuck was going on.
That's what I'm saying. But because Jade's the only one that you can't be like, oh, she's got all
the heat gonna be on her.
She's got all this main event and shit trickles down. We know.
And listen, this is not a women bashing thing, because we all saw the Elimination Chamber where shit went left and Dolph had to single-handedly fucking run the match himself with Mark Henry. So people fuck up. So it's just a detriment on Jade, because Jade's supposed to be this big signee and she's supposed to be just like yada yada yada. But
however, the finish of that match was dope as hell.
Finish was good,
and that's all people are going. Honestly, that's all people are going to remember.
So let's. I'll give the match probably a C.
You're only as good as your last finish.
Yeah,
I'll give it a C.
I agree
about Missy.
C minus, yeah.
I'll give it a C plus. That way because we know I'm usually the woman basher when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah, Afro does hate women.
Whatever happens.
Yeah,
but
you know what they say. The patriarchy reigns on.
Main event time, Cody, AJ. We already know. Hey,
this shit was gonna slap.
Uncle Dave.
Man, AJ cooks. AJ Styles is cooked. He is cooked. AJ is cooked, bro.
Uncle Dave is 5 stars. Can you believe that? Oh my god.
The fuck were people talking about? That is the wildest shit. Is that people were like the AJ is washed, AJ is cooked.
Yeah, niggas
was something that people were really thinking.
It's so ridiculous.
It's because AJ Styles hasn't been pushed in the same. He hasn't been pushed in the same light of being the phenomenal main event AJ Styles like he used to, and it's like that don't mean that this boy is washed. Y'all are saying that because he ain't one of the top main eventers. That
he's also in his mid-40s. I'm not trying to age gap everybody or anything, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's
to put on a performance like that, to literally have a move set that could easily be seen as at least half springboards in your mid-40s and still hit that shit like it's nothing.
And he's jacked too, which is the scariest. Which is like this nigga.
He's old enough for TRT now, so niggas is out here getting
my
legally.
Thing is this: for anybody saying AJ Styles is washed, stop watching wrestling.
No,
AJ Styles is probably all time, maybe just top 5. Just like flat out.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's the first ballot Hall of Famer whenever he decides to give it a.
Oh yeah.
He can still,
like honestly, I think. I was just gonna say overall, like this Backlash card, this wasn't one of them. This is gonna blow you away type PLEs. This was about establishing shit, and I think that's what Backlash should be going forward. Where it's like resetting the deck for the rest of the year. It's post WrestleMania. This is the stuff that's important. Stuff that's important that you need to pay attention to. New bloodline. We establishing Damian Priest as world champion. We're establishing Cody Rhodes as a fighting world champion in top tier. We're reestablishing AJ Styles as contender. We're doing the same thing with Jey Uso to make him more consistent. And we're establishing our women with tag titles and with who we have in these top title pictures. And so it's like Backlash should be, hey, we resetting the deck for the rest of the year. Start paying attention to this stuff because this is going to be important. Take notes because this shit is going to be important later.
I was just going to say AJ wasn't wrestling in jeans this time. He went back to the phenomenal shit.
They say that was the gear he wore when he beat Dusty, but it's also his Undertaker homage. I went back and looked.
Yeah, that wasn't the exact year. The colors were the same.
The colors were the same, but that was his Undertaker homage gear.
AJ Styles in his whatever age he's in now, he still do a springboard 450 effortlessly. He can move like Ricochet still.
And he made sure he got full extension on the landing. There wasn't my knees are hitting a little before me.
Age and his skill set, he can wrestle. He can wrestle with Randy. He can wrestle with.
He can wrestle anybody in the fucking world. Let's just be honest. He can wrestle
with Cody. He can wrestle whoever he wants. And he's blatantly a chameleon. He's like, oh, this is your skill set. All right, I'm gonna match your skill set so we could have on a good show. But
that's always been what AJ's good for. He is that veteran that knows how to fucking look. If AJ needs to get himself over in a match, he can do it. If he needs to get the other guy over in the match, he can do it. Do you know the way that I am salivating, even though it might not happen anytime soon? We're eventually gonna get Ilya Dragunov versus AJ Styles at some point in time. I know they're on separate brands right now. That's why I said eventually. But at some point in time, that match is gonna happen. Do you know how insane that's going to be? And yes, I'm an Ilya Dragunov.
Listen, one of my favorite Styles matches to prove he worked when AJ Styles Survivor Series with Brock Lesnar.
Bruh.
I mean, that match was amazing. And give it to Brock, and Brock can do the same thing.
And if you remember the online talk, though, niggas were saying they weren't sure. When that match first happened back on the day, niggas were like, I don't know how I feel about AJ versus Brock.
Don't you know? These are two people that are well versed in the business of wrestling. Be like, well, if you want to do this, we could do this. And we got you.
I'm just saying, I remember the IWC acted like they were tripping.
I get it. Listen, I give the match an A. You know, it's just, it was a good match for Cody to get a good win over a worthy opponent, which he needs right now in the multitude.
A well done main event too, though.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So we were talking good about WWE. I mean, they're not perfect. Don't get me wrong.
There's always going to be some problems.
So with AEW, right? And I'm not bashing AEW, but I need help understanding this.
Don't worry, I'll bash them enough for all three of us if need be.
No, this is just my understanding. So with this whole Elite thing and taking over Elite 2.0 and whatever, I'm not.
This run of Canada they're doing.
But I'm not getting the whole. I'm not getting the whole thing. So this is Elite 2.0, right? It's Elite 2.0, and the team they're facing Anarchy in the Arena is called Team AEW. So what does that mean? Why do you call
FTR and two other niggas? That's what it means.
I get that, but why you call Team AEW? I get why in Survivor Series it was called the Alliance versus
CWA. I got you on this.
I get that.
I'm guessing. And I have went back. I've seen all the matches from the past Dynamites. I'm aware of all that. I think the whole Team AEW thing is supposed to be Nick and Matt Jackson right now are in these roles as heels where they're supposed to be. I guess these niggas are trying to get in their Vince McMahon era to a certain extent. So this is supposed to be them. But now they haven't been abusing their power this whole time, but now they're thoroughly abusing their power, and it's up to the stalwart defenders of AEW's original game plan to come forth and defend the brand and honor of Tony Khan against the evil Young Bucks and Okody and Jungle Jack.
If it was AEW originals, I do find it kind of hilarious that none of Team
AEW original,
nor is Daniel Bryan, nor is Eddie Kingston. Like Eddie Kingston fits the spirit of AEW, but he isn't.
But we made a big deal when he got signed because he was doing a bunch of the random dark matches.
Yeah, you know what would be a great team for this? Like to have some of your four pillars. You know, the people that you were supposed to be building around.
Though, because the other team has more AEW originals than the Young Bucks and Jack Perry are legitimate AEW originals.
Yeah.
Like, niggas were here since day one.
Mm-hmm.
And Okody was always there in spirit.
Well, I mean, that's the part I just didn't understand, but hey, I mean, whatever. Do what you're gonna do.
Do you?
It's bad booking, yo. That Tony Khan driver did some damage to TK.
The other part I don't understand is okay. So the Christian versus Swerve thing, right?
Oh my God.
So
the Mogul Embassy betraying him, or just the embassy. Is Prince Nana still on their side, or is he on Swerve's side?
Well, I didn't understand that, but okay, so Swerve shits on the Young Bucks for no reason, and then it's just like, oh, we're champions too. Don't talk to us like that. Okay, and then
another ex-WWE guy defending the honor of AEW.
You're gonna face Christian at double.
He's Team AEW as well.
Fine.
Yeah.
Facing another ex-WWE guy.
It makes sense because you lost at All In, and that was the biggest show ever. You lost in a match you wasn't supposed to be in the first. Whatever, that's fine. And then just like the whole thing, and just like, are we just shitting on Swerve so he could become a babyface because he was never like perceived as one?
But here's the thing, I think that's exactly what we're doing because you got to remember, we made Swerve a babyface first off the heel of him breaking into fucking Buddy Wayne's son's breaking into Nick Wayne's fucking home gym and attacking him, breaking into Hangman's house and menacing his fucking child. Shout out to Menace, but not with the children. You know what I'm saying? But what was he doing that was so babyface-esque? Listen, we are in the era of anti-heroes, and it's always going to be that. Swerve had a chance that was over. He's got a really cool move set, and fucking he can talk. Whether he's talking bad about people or talking good about people, those things together, he's over with the crowd. Period. Point blank.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so I'm sorry to break that. It's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. Title for title at Blood Money. Jesus fucking Christ!
Yo, wow. Cody 2 belts.
Yeah, Cody 2 belts.
Cody.
He needs
Cody
the US
2
title,
belts.
Though. I was gonna say, but you gotta think with the tattoo on his neck and just his aesthetic.
He is the American Nightmare.
I was about to say him, and I've also seen people bringing up the fact that Logan Paul's had the title for 200 days and only had 2 or 3 title defenses.
Who gives a fuck?
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but maybe this is their way of actually.
Yeah, also
Logan Paul's on a long
Cody threw it in there. Well, if I win this, I become a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah.
So yeah, I assumed he was gonna win anyway, but whatever.
And
this also
crying when Cody won the belt, so we know
Cody 2 belts. I mean,
this should be fun.
But
this should be a fun match.
It's also a way to give Cody a loss and not worry about having to take the big belt off of him too.
It's title for title.
Well, no,
long term, past this.
I'm talking about past that. After Cody wins.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm talking about after Cody wins the 2 belts. This is the way.
And they'll once again be able to bring up Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes, one of the greatest US champions of all time. They'll bring up Dusty and Dustin. So
real quick. Doesn't it diminish Cody a little tiny bit? Like it was like on the second run. How long was Seth in his run before he faced Cena at SummerSlam to get both belts?
It's a different time. It's a different time.
Probably about 3-4 months.
You gotta think that's been almost 2 years ago at this point, has it not?
I'm just asking because it's relevant. It's just like, but Cody
it's definitely relevant. I'm not questioning.
Yeah, it was.
Or argument.
He won it in April or March. And it was about 3-4 months.
So see, not that huge of a gap.
Okay, I mean, I'm not diminishing Logan Paul at all. He is.
But does this free Logan up for some bigger matches?
I think so. I think it does free Logan up to do something. But he could have dropped it to anybody else. That is like he could have dropped it to LA Knight for all that.
Look though, but they want to kill They want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You get the belt off.
Cody's a Grand Slam champion. More Dusty Rhodes shit.
Then give Sheamus the IC title for all these fucking years.
Well, I mean, it'd be a lot easier to take it off Sammy and put it on him than take it off Gunther and put it on him.
All I'm saying is you could have done Logan versus LA Knight and it would have popped 5. But title for a title, I don't know. This is weird to me, but back to shit.
Yo, you know what would be truly crazy if we left Blood Money with fucking. Oh, and just so people know, when we say Blood Money, we're talking about the Saudi Arabia matches. In case you didn't know, but if we got Logan 2 belts out of this, could you imagine?
No,
I'm not saying by no means do I want this to happen. You guys know this. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Leave that in another timeline where we just don't see it.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, if we got Logan 2 belts out of this.
Logan 2 belts, and he turns the undisputed title into the prime heavyweight title.
Yo!
And it spins.
Just a big-ass bottle of prime as the center plate.
Big-ass bottle of prime that spins. Let's go.
Low-key, if Logan was smart, his side plates would have been prime bottles, instead of the weird just...
Too bad you don't get side plates for mid-card titles. So
no, you do. You do.
All belts you get side plates.
All the new ones get side plates.
You didn't know that?
What the fuck was Gunther's side plates?
One of them was the Austrian. The Austrian flag was one of them, and then his name.
I never noticed.
I think Gunther was on 11.
They started. I didn't really notice it until we got the new Intercontinental and United States title.
They had side plates for the mid-card title? I never saw that.
Yeah. All belts have side plates now.
If you look at Sammy's Intercontinental champion right now, it's got the FZ on it.
That's interesting. I never knew it. Well, also there wasn't a video for it either. It just like Roman when
you didn't get the video of the guy screwing in the fucking plates.
Yeah, when Sami debuted not Sami. I'm sorry. When Cody debuted is in Philly for Raw, he still had Roman's side plates on his fucking belt. So,
they didn't have his side plates ready yet.
Get this shit ready. I mean AEW side.
Oh my lord, they have to do something, because here's the thing. Ooh. And this is me shooting them bail. As outrageous as Anarchy in the Arena is, they've not yet had an Anarchy in the Arena match that I didn't find entertaining to some degree. Was some of it stupid? Yeah, very much so. If you look back at the first one, Matt Hardy showing up broken and teleporting and coming out of the freezer and shit. Yeah. And so on and so forth. I think this will only be the 4th or 5th Anarchy in the Arena. But I think all the other ones, I've found them entertaining, but this might be the bad one. This might be the one that doesn't have any redeeming qualities. And I think that's crazy because it's got some of the best talent in the world. We're literally putting 2 of the best in-ring tag teams in the world. One of the best fucking singles wrestlers in the world in Kazuchika Okada. One of the best in the world in Bryan Danielson. Who was the other one on Team AEW?
Real quick.
Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston, one of the best promos in the game, in Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, because Eddie Kingston didn't know.
And also Jack Perry.
I was leaving him out on purpose.
I did want to ask this to Menace. Oh, damn.
Does he need a scapegoat championship? Do they need to give him a scapegoat belt?
Did I post this? No, I didn't post it.
Because I low-key wanted him to, part of me, I didn't think I'd miss it, but part of me wants him to come out with the wicker goat head on again.
What was the word, man?
Hold on. I got you.
I know it was disgusting. I'm looking at Jamel. He thought about it, and his face was like, oh, that damn wicker goat head. Nah. But I just want to see it once, once on fucking American TV. I want to see him come out with that stupid fucking goat head on.
Hold on, I actually have it.
Listen, if there's any point in time to bring out the wicker goat head, Anarchy in the Arena is the time.
There's no time to bring it out. So tell Jack Perry to shut the fuck up.
No, the wicker goat head is correct,
I would like to start with you.
All right, what's up?
Which Raw show here is the most impactful in WWE?
I hate that you keep doing this Impact bullshit because it forces us to acknowledge bullshit.
It forces you to think. Shut the fuck up. Dang.
It's not think. It's fucking forcing us to acknowledge the impact of fucking racists and bigots on a regular basis. When it comes
crashing down and it hurts inside.
So obviously, I'm putting all my bias and shit aside.
So obviously we got the golden era, the new era, attitude era, and somewhat the ruthless aggression. We just go with the
oldies right now. He's
the OVW4.
Class
of 2002.
The last class trained by Jim Cornette.
So in my opinion,
don't forget Shelton Benjamin's part of that class. So let's not do that.
Yeah, but those are the
and Charlie Haas.
Yeah,
I truly think the most influential role is number 3. Because with Stone Cold and The Rock, especially during like the late 90s, early 2000s, like they obviously, like I'm giving credit to Hulk Hogan, like he was of course very vital in the mid, like throughout the 80s. Like, we got to be real there. But when it came to the Monday Night Wars during that time, you have Stone Cold and The Rock. Them two right there were literally the reason why you have the success of the WWE that leads to right now. Like they were part of the reason why the ratings were able to be successful, why merch sales were successful.
Forget without Rock, there's no SmackDown.
No, exactly. Like literally, The Rock is the reason why we have Friday Night SmackDown, and then you have someone like Triple H. He was their villain. Like you need to have someone like that. I mean, especially with him, like
think about DX, the way JR hated Triple H.
Literally, the way that DX literally changed an entire culture. Like not just with wrestling, just as a whole, just. With the people, the way that DX literally changed like that era of time, just people just like, I want to beat them, man. Like they literally are changing the game because they just people that don't give a fuck. Like
also the coolest niggas from Generation X.
Like they really were like the coolest motherfuckers around that people wanted to be like, and that helped bring popularity to professional wrestling as a whole as well. So I'm gonna give it to that third row. And obviously we gotta give respect to Mick Foley, but with the other three, yeah, I think they kind of carried that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't do Cactus like that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Mick Foley single-handedly ended the Monday Night War. Keep it in the butt.
And niggas thought I wouldn't put butts in seats. I'll be damned.
Jamel, you know, what row?
Yeah, I think we did this before, but but Menace wasn't around, so I stick with the third row. You got the two, arguably two of the three biggest stars in the history of the company in one row. You got Triple H, who not only on screen with his role, but you add in the stuff that he's doing behind the scenes. Come on now. And then, of course, Mick Foley being the ultimate, all right, I'm going to get this nigga over. The Undertaker, up until he faced up until he had that feud with Mankind, Undertaker never really had like an interesting feud in WWE. Mankind did that for him. Mankind was that first really interesting opponent for Shawn Michaels as WWE champion when he was struggling in 1996.
Think about Triple H.
Same thing with Steve Austin. Same thing with The Rock. Same thing with Triple H. Same thing with Randy Orton. Same thing with like Mick Foley. He was that nigga who was like, all right, bam, we establishing you as that main event guy. So that, for me, it's row 3. I then go row 1. It's mostly carried. Row 1 is carried by Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan.
Fuck
if we're being honest,
It hurts inside.
Like you can't. We all know it's fuck Hulk Hogan Day every day, but you add in what he did in the 80s. You add in him going to WCW in 1994, made WCW viable. Like he doesn't go to WCW, WCW doesn't do shit, and then he's the reason why the NWO was profitable.
Right.
Nash and Hall made the NWO cool. Hulk Hogan made it a money machine. So it's like you can't deny that. And of course, Ric Flair is Ric Flair.
All right, listen. We all know Afro Comedy Staff, if we did this before, but I want to get a quick top 5 from y'all. Quick top 5. Give me y'all top 5 finishing moves.
Okay. Tombstone. Oh, in order.
It don't gotta be in order.
Oh, okay. Then
I think that takes a little longer. We got like
15
minutes left.
Give me the Tombstone pile driver, the choke slam, Tombstone pile driver, choke slam, Stone Cold Stunner, shooting star press, and I'm trying to think about one I'd like off the rope work. No, the Styles Clash. Fuck the rope work.
I like the shooting star press take. That was a good one. Menace, you got top 5 finisher?
It's such a good move.
Yeah. So for me, I go probably 1 RKO, 2 Stone Cold Stunner, 3 Tombstone, 4. I'll probably say the F5, and then 5.
Should have the F5 at 5.
Damn. You know what? Give me the 5-star frog splash.
Okay.
I've always loved that move.
I like the F5 thrown in there. Jamel, top 5 finishers.
All right. Give me, I think we're going to repeat on a couple of them. Tombstone, Stone Cold Stunner, RKO. Give me the Prime Lariat, Logan Paul's move. It's no longer the Buckshot Lariat. It's the Prime Lariat.
I thought it was the Maverick Lariat.
The Prime Lariat is nasty.
It's the Prime Lariat. I think that's name is a little bit smoother. And shit. Damn. You know what? I'm gonna go with a tag team finisher, the 3D.
Okay,
Well,
I like 3D.
Ooh, I like
Next
the 3D
top 5.
well.
Give me your top 5 match stipulations.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got mine. So,
right, go ahead.
Steel cage match, the ladder match. I love an old school Falls Count Anywhere match.
Okay.
Give me one that they don't do. They've only done like twice, but I think they should bring it back. The Championship Scramble. Okay. And I'm going to go with the last one that they don't run too much. I am going to go with... I was going to go with something else. I'm going to go with the 3 Stages of Hell.
Oh, I like 3 Stages of Hell. Menace, top 3 match stipulations.
Top 3?
Top 5, sorry. I'm sorry.
I know, you chilling. I think I'll go ladder
I'm about
matches.
to go 3.
Nah, you straight now. For me, ladder matches, Hell in a Cell match, a Falls Count Anywhere match. Yeah, I do like me a good classic 3 Stages of Hell match. And I think my 5th match, you know what? I like, going back to like the Attitude Era days, man. I like the First Blood matches. Them shits were always cold to me.
Fire. I like the First Blood shout out. Afro coming.
Let's go. Give me a good old Texas bull rope match. Ain't nothing like niggas getting dragged around by a rope and getting hit over the head with the kettlebell. Also, give me the exploding barbed wire death match, not the one that AEW did. Good old, we're talking Onita All Japan fucking exploding barbed wire death matches, okay, folks? Legitimate explosions, or at least legitimate looking explosions. Of course, what would a stipulation be without, of course, the Punjabi prison match?
Disgusting.
Nigga.
I'm fucking with you guys. That is not scratch the Punjab prison match. No. Also, I'm a fan of good old fashioned TLC, yo. When there's just something so primal about tables, ladders, and chairs in the wrestling mind. It's like, you love to see it. I think, was that 3 or was that 4?
3.
Okay. Yeah, because, exploding barbed wire, Texas bull rope, TLC. Then I would like, this may be a hot take, but me personally, when done right, I'm a fan of last man standing matches. So I'm going to go last man standing for 4, and I think the 5th and final stipulation that I thoroughly enjoy, because it takes some of the monotony out of that I feel from tag matches. I love a good tornado tag match. Just nice. 4 niggas in the ring whooping each other's asses, trying to get
me, I'm not gonna get my top 5, but definitely my favorite Iron Man match. Just so meticulous, so gotta be directed the right way, depending on the time limit too. Maybe 30 minutes, 60 minutes. I just think a 60-minute match is just insane to choreograph and just like be on point and just like make it entertaining because you seeing niggas wrestle for an hour straight.
Yeah, and it's a guaranteed hour game.
Wrestled an hour straight was fucking Omega and Okada, and that wasn't a last man standing match. But
no, fucking think about not the Young Bucks. Bullet Club Gold.
Last Iron Man match. The last Iron Man match that took place, that was official Iron Man, was MJF versus Bryan Danielson at Revolution last year.
Yeah, but
hell of a match.
I'm a big fan of Shawn and Brett, but that's just me because I'm a Brett stan forever. So top 5 interest themes.
Ooh, I think I got mine already.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm gonna go. I Walk Alone, Batista, Broken Dreams, Drew McIntyre, Cult of Personality, CM Punk, Voiceless, Randy Orton, and then I'll probably go Slow Chemical Kane.
That's fire. Fire list. That's a fire.
Solid list. I'm gonna go with. Oh, sorry. You go ahead, Afro.
Go ahead, because I'm still.
No. You can. All right. So, no particular order. Shawn Michaels, Sexy Boy. I don't care who you are. That is one of those songs where it's like you feel a little zesty singing it, but fuck it. You gonna get into it as a dude.
I take that shit with my chest.
We got Sexy Boy, That Kane Slow Chemical, Cold as Hell, I Walk Alone by Batista, the disturbed version of Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme. Because as soon as I hear that, I hear Jim Ross in my head. Why? Stone Cold Steve Austin is shaking hands with Satan himself. And then for number 5, the only one of the few good songs by Def Rebel, Roman Reigns' current thing. His tribal chief thing, in my opinion.
That's literally
that's one of
they made.
Like, for me, you had that going on in the headphones, rolling into a job interview. You got all the confidence in the world. It's like, damn it, I got the job already. They just don't know it.
All right, I think for my top 5, I gotta go. I gotta go. Mark Henry. Somebody gonna get that. Somebody, come on, 3 6 Mafia. Somebody gonna get their ass whipped. Gotta go with that. Gotta go Voices, because I mean, especially after France. Then I think I would have to go D-Generation X, yo. That fucking song, just, I don't know. Then for number 4, I think that I would go Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena, yo. Just because I think back to fucking my mom letting me go to school late that day so I could go to Best Buy and pick up the fucking WWE CD, fucking the new one.
Domination Conference of Offense, no nonsense.
Yeah, but
get your reinforcements.
At number 5, I have to go CM Punk, Misery Incantare, his fucking by AFI, his Ring of Honor entrance, yo. That shit is so fucking crazy. I mean, yeah.
For me, my one of the evening say Triple H, My Time. Crazy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Crazy work. Just like I don't know. It blends just so well with the.
That's Jim Johnson in his bag. Like when Jim Johnson was in his bag.
It always my number one.
He also recycled teams, bro. So
Is who?
Bret Hart number 1 for me. Just like,
oh my god.
What you mean?
He's a Bret Hart Negro.
It's the Hitman glaze.
Did I not say I was a Bret Hart Negro? By no chance.
Hey, one that I'm gonna show love to. Cody's Smoke and Mirrors thing. I think it's the second one.
You're only smoking mirrors.
Yeah, that shit's fire.
I like Cody's current thing too. Like it's good. It does, but I don't know. I guess it's because we've been hearing it so much over the last couple of years.
Been a super regular.
Yeah. Oh, also another one that we got to shout out: Undertaker's Ministry of Darkness theme. To me, that's the best version of Undertaker's theme song. Because it's Jim Johnson fucking spazzing out on the track. Like Metro Boomin doing that BBL Drizzy shit.
BBL Drizzy. Wild take. Last joint. I got one more. One more for y'all. One more.
Uno mas, folks. Uno mas.
Let me hear you say OVO.
OVO.
Say OVO.
Top 5.
Are you my friend?
Top 5. Ooh. You know what? Top 5 arena designs.
Ooh, that's hard. Oh,
I think I got mine.
Everyone has to put the SmackDown fist on their list, right?
Well, we take SmackDown fist. You could do how they did. How they did.
He had to hit us with a super ambiguous question to finish.
I'm sorry. Apologies, but the way they did the Armageddon theme for that with all the cars and shit like that for the Hell in a Cell, that one,
Oh yeah.
The cars. I got a basic TLC one with the tables, ladders, and chairs all strung.
All the fucking ladders and chairs in the world.
The chairs hanging down.
I got mine.
Well, I can do one easier one. Top 5 belt designs. That's I think that's
way easier.
Okay.
For a rundown time.
I had the arenas ready to go. But anyway, belt designs for me.
Belt designs can probably go smoother.
Yeah. I would say
my brain on drugs is a hell of a
all time big gold belt. That's got to be on there. The big gold belt. The original ROH title design with the red ROH letters. I like that. Always like that one.
The block letters, right?
I'm gonna go with the IC title design, like the classic era one with the black strap. Not a fan of the white strap. I prefer black straps on belts.
You're crazy.
I like that take though, because you don't hear that too often. You don't hear
the Randy Orton one where he had it with
the Razor Ramon. Think Razor Ramon. Think
the oval.
No, not the oval one. Think Razor Ramon. That same belt. It's the same belt that Cody brought back, except the strap is black. So that's my number 3.
So you're talking early 90s.
Yeah, that one. For number 4, belt design
versus belt ladder match. That's probably what you're talking about. That joint.
Yeah, that one. Shit. Next up, I'm gonna go with, as a child of Attitude Era, I gotta go with the Big Eagle, the Austin belt, the Rock belt, Triple H belt. That one. That's my number 4. And I'm gonna go with a current joint that I think is kind of smooth. I really dig. No, not current. The very first version of the TNA World Championship. Like, Google that one. Google up the first version of that design. That's a dope looking belt.
Okay. Minutes with top 5 belt designs.
So I think number 1 gotta be Big Gold Belt. Number 2, I like the early 2000s WWF title belt. I'm not gonna lie, I like this current US title, man. That shit really do look majestic. I can't lie.
Is it because who held it? Because it looked great on Bobby Lashley. I'm just saying.
Bobby Lashley makes that belt look great.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley. I mean, he's the Almighty for a reason. You know what I mean?
It looked nasty on theory, but I not to cut you off, but I like the way they were fighting for it. Him, Seth, Theory, Lashley was kind of fighting for it, and then but they made the belt seem important. But yeah, the current U.S. title one is definitely.
I like it a lot.
And then let's see, number 4. I can't lie to y'all, man. This gonna be throwback as hell, but I like them World Tag Team titles, like the 2006 World Tag Team Championship belts.
The ones that got the same shape.
The Brian Kendrick one and shit like that.
Yeah, the ones that what was it like fucking
La Resistance.
Yeah,
like
I always like them belts. Like that might be.
See, I know my wrestling a tad bit.
And then number 5.
But obviously, the real title I want.
Only if we talking about Randy Orton holding it, the spinner belt. I'm sorry, Randy Orton made that shit majestic. Randy Orton, he looked the best with the spinner title belt.
What the fuck?
Listen, let's get Afro comment. I know you're gonna bring a bunch of Japanese belts in this. So
So we'll start it off there since you said it. The original, the very first IWGP US title, the red strap, fucking. I love that shit.
Strap.
Yeah, well, fuck that, because you got to remember the first person to wear that shit was Shinsuke Nakamura, I do believe. So the
IWGP? Wait, the IWGP Intercontinental title?
No, the Intercontinental title is the white strap that fucking Shinsuke brought to prominence and made just as big as the world.
Yeah, that was MVP. I think MVP was the first one to hold that belt.
The Intercontinental or the US?
Intercontinental.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
First I gotta go with the IWGP red strap belt. I'm also, since we're in the deep cut, the Pro Wrestling Gorilla fucking World Heavyweight Championship. Look it up, folks. An amazing green strap belt. Fucking, you don't see it too often and see it done well. So I'm a fan of that. That's like my favorite indie belt in the world, if you will. Of course, you got to have the big gold belt on the list at 3. Then, might surprise some people, the current Intercontinental Championship, it reminds me of the fucking gold Power Ranger, fucking, and I don't know why, but that shit just slaps for me for that exact reason. And then I think the fifth and final belt, I'm a spinner belt Negro. I can't lie. I am a spinner belt Negro. Fucking, it is what it is. But yeah.
Hey, you know, for me, my favorite, the Wing Eagle. One time,
of course.
This plain ass Negro over here.
What you mean? I like the IWG. I like the old IWGP Heavyweight Championship title, the one Kurt Angle had before they made
the big one. That was the heavy joint. Fucking.
I like that.
15 pounds.
But hey, follow us. Make sure you rock with us. We're talking that wrestling. I try and get that wrestle talk going, but I need everybody on talk that wrestling because we got a bunch of wrestle talk joints. It's kind of cheeks, but we gotta take over. That's just me. But hope everybody has a good night. I don't know about that Cody versus Logan. I might.
Let's not knock
it's kind of nasty, but
Cody 2 belts is gonna be a thing, and let's be honest.
Cody had 2 belts for a couple months. Like a month and a half.
A shit ton of merch off of it. I mean,
yeah.
American Nightmare merch is gonna go crazy, and even with the Trump, when he beats the Stormy Daniel trial, it's gonna go crazy. The Trump. I'm sorry, I went on old tape.
Trump ought to wear one of his belts to fucking.
Shout out to y'all. I'll see y'all Negroes next week.
Peace.